Hello everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and my name is Seasaboo. I'm typically known for opening up Pokemon cards and kind of doing Pokemon lifestyle videos, but one of my favorite topics that I love to cover is actually Pokemon sleep. Now, a couple weeks ago, they actually came out with Expert Mode, and I have been super duper excited. Today I want to cover Expert Mode as a casual player and show you kind of what that's like, also as a shiny hunter, and spoiler alert, it's pretty good. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so let's take a look at my first week of playing Pokemon Sleep in the Grass Isles Expert Mode. During my time on Expert Mode, we had an event going on called the Super Skill Week. I actually was debating on whether or not I wanted to do Expert Mode during the event week, but I decided, hey, let's give it a shot. So Super Skill Week was an event featuring Toxel, and it allowed helper Pokemon with the skill specialty to shine the brightest. The chance of triggering the main skill of a Pokemon was multiplied by 1.5, and multiple sleep types had a chance of appearing in the morning too. I had a couple of goals for this week. See if I could get some Pokemon with good skills, and of course, shiny hunting. We were going to try to find as many shinies as we possibly could. So let's read a little bit about Expert Mode. Alright, so we are greeted with the tutorial Expert Mode. Thanks for your research. We've found a special type of place just beyond your usual sight, says Professor Neroli. An especially gluttonous Snorlax sleeps there. If you sleep near this Snorlax, I think we'll get even more interesting research results. This Snorlax seems difficult to raise. It eats and eats, but it doesn't grow easily. Researching it will be quite the challenge, so prep your Pokemon well. Alright, so I already knew that this was going to be quite a bit different. We are given an expert ticket, and here's a little bit more on Expert Mode. Expert Mode is a new, challenging game mode. It's more difficult to raise Snorlax, but you'll be able to get more rewards than ever before. If you reach a certain Snorlax rating in normal area, the expert area will be unlocked. You'll need to get an expert ticket before visiting an expert area. And now you can actually go over to the shop to buy those expert tickets. If you're paying for the monthly subscription, then you are probably going to have enough sleep points to be able to participate in the expert mode a lot. But if you're more of a casual player, make sure you kind of treat these with special care, because it may not be too often that you find yourself getting these tickets. So let's continue to read a little bit more of Expert Mode. It's a new challenging game mode, and in it there will be ways for all kinds of helper Pokemon to contribute. It will be more difficult to raise Snorlax, but you'll be able to get more rewards than ever before. Prepare for Expert Mode by befriending and raising many different kinds of Pokemon. Requirements for unlocking Expert Mode. Expert Mode will be unlocked the Monday of the week following the next maintenance, which that already happened. And then it said if you've already met this requirement of Expert Mode, you will soon be able to unlock the game. So you're going to want to make sure that in the Green Grass Isles you have reached Master 18. So it took me quite a bit if I was casually playing, as a shiny hunter, but eventually you will be able to reach that as well. So strategic team building will be even more important with Expert Mode. Snorlax's favorite berries for the week will be divided into one main favorite and two sub-favorites. Pokemon that gather Snorlax's favorite berry will receive bonuses such as a shorter helping frequency. On the other hand, Pokemon that don't gather any of Snorlax Weekly's favorite berries will receive a longer helping frequency penalty. One additional bonus related to raising Snorlax will be selected at random every week. Note, the selected bonuses will normally not be the same type of bonuses for those from ongoing events at the same time. Instead of a bonus area, Expert Mode will be accumulated an expert bonus. So once again, make sure that you are wisely choosing who you are putting on your team in Expert Mode. Rewards you can get from Expert Mode. The amount of drowsy power required to see Pokemon sleep styles will greatly increase, but the amount of Pokemon research EXP Dream Shards and Pokemon candies that you get from researching each sleep type will also increase. And, of course, for us shiny hunters, you will have an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemon. Multiple expert exclusive weekly missions will be added. For example, if you sleep for X amount of hours alongside Fire-type helper Pokemon that collect Snorlax's main favorite berry for that week, you can get multiple handy candies S as a reward. So that's just a little bit pretty much that you need to know about expert mode as well. Also, something that I didn't see a lot of people talking about, and they do have it here at the bottom, you will get an increased chance encounter of certain special Pokemon, and Raikou actually has an increased appearance rate as well in expert mode. Alright, so how exactly did my week turn out? Let's go ahead and dive on in. Immediately off the bat, you can literally feel the heaviness in the bottomless belly of expert mode Snorlax. His favorite berries for my week were Mago, Palm Tree, and Blueberries. I hope I said that right. You're going to want to make sure too that no matter what, Snorlax is only consuming those berries, or you're going to have a very long week. Also, side note, I'm hoping that in the future, Sleep Cat Pikachu doesn't affect Snorlax negatively, because he's on my team no matter what, and he's always going to give Gripa berries with apples and all that, so I'm really hoping that that doesn't negatively affect him, because I don't think that you can turn off Sleep Cat Pikachu, but we'll see as expert mode goes on. So for my team, I decided that I was going to use Stir Fry, my Cramorant, Shiver the Gengar, Valentino for Sylveon for healing, and then 2 of my recent shiny Pokemon, Mr. Mime and Dodrio. And what can I say? I really like playing the game with all shinies, so that's kind of like a challenge I have just always kept for myself. I'm adding shinies to my team, I'm only playing with shinies. After doing some leveling up, it was time to take on expert mode head on. So the first time I decided to record my experience was actually on Tuesday. The first night of feeling Snorlax in expert mode was pretty rough, but hey, we gotta start somewhere with this, right? We all can't get like that one guy who actually spent $200 in whistles to max out his level the first week. I can't even believe that. I was looking on Reddit, like right here, and I saw that he had spent over $200 to max out expert mode. I don't see the fun in that, but some people are really passionate about maxing out Snorlax's level, but more power to you. But yes, that's not a joke, by the way. That actually did happen, and it happened within the first couple of days of expert mode being released. My overall goal was to get some decent and usable shinies, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. And as you can see right here, I actually got shiny Growlithe. Now, I'm sure if it was because of, I'm really not sure if it was because of the event going on or if it was because of expert mode, but Growlithe's stats were actually not too bad at all and very usable, especially for Tapu Hollow grind that I've been planning on doing. It had a 1 extra helpful S skill, and I could tell that from the event, but it kind of had like a golden stat to it, but also research experience points bonus. It had that too, and it was gold, so which was definitely not bad too with its neutral nature. Alright, so still testing expert mode, we move on, and it didn't take long for the next shiny to show up, because literally the next day, my first shiny Toxel. Oh my gosh, my first Toxel was shiny. So I had to do a double take because I was actually really expecting a purple Toxel and not a pink one. But I had been having a rough time with finding shinies for quite a bit. I mean, I think that my last shiny was maybe like a few months ago, so that's why I haven't come out with any Sizaboo shorts lately or anything, but expert mode definitely being very generous. So this Toxel had decent stats as well. I was also a little bummed about the minus EXP gains, but you know, once it gets a high enough level, it's not really going to be a problem, or it's not really going to matter. Now that main skill boost though, that's definitely great. And like I said, I don't know if that's from skill week or if that's from expert mode. But the rest of the week went by really smoothly with actually no more shinies, but I still enjoyed the week with an extra challenge and had the chance to get shinies. This week gave me more than I possibly ever could have expected the game giving me. So as I sit here and casually play a little bit, I did want to dedicate the rest of the video to those who want to play Pokemon Sleep casually and give you a little bit of advice, especially if you're about ready to hunt like me on expert mode. You can't just play expert mode whenever you want. Like I said, you have to have a ticket. So make sure that you're going into that week prepared and definitely make it count. Make sure that your berries match exactly what Snorlax wants, because I've heard reports reports of berries being absolutely, completely useless for Snorlax. And like I said, some berries, I think some types will affect Snorlax up to, if I read correctly, 15% slower than normal. And that's no good when you're, trying to increase your sleep research overall for the week. Also, make sure that your team is based on that typing with a healthy balance of berry finders, ingredient finders, and skill users. I also was using energy incense every other day to keep my Pokemon energized as well, and that definitely made things a little easier as well. It didn't hit master rank my first week, but honestly, I'm okay with that, and I think that I still did pretty good for that week. All right, everyone, and that is all for my Pokemon Sleep Expert week. I kind of recorded this. I don't know how long the video is going to be or not, but I definitely wanted to put that out there. And I know that I was supposed to come out with a video talking about the Darkrai event, but I'm kind of playing a little bit more of it every month until I have a firm opinion about it. Right now it's okay, but I'm also leveling up my Darkrai as well. Please let me know if you have more things that you think I should talk about with Pokemon Sleep. I would consider myself more of just a casual player that does kind of pay for that pass every month, but I'm not as hardcore as most people would seem like they're on Reddit and everything, but I still love covering Pokemon Sleep, and it's been fun, and I think I'm on day like 800 at this point. I'm really enjoying the game, and it's definitely a very fun way to shiny hunt. But thank you all so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment on what you thought. I'll catch you all next time with another Pokemon Sleep video. Until then, peace out. Bye.